Every time I'm asked to give a speech, lead a training, or be a part of an event filled with strangers, I get into a panic planning mode. I start bargaining with the universe. Possibly it will rain. Maybe I'll wake up voiceless. How to fake food poisoning politely. And that is just the beginning. In every family gathering, team meeting, or event or a dinner with friends, I'm the smiling one. The one who's cracking jokes all the time, making sure everyone is comfortable. And on the outside, it seems as if I have everything under control. But on the inside, I was waiting to get out of the situation, finding reasons to be hidden in a corner or just leaving early without anyone noticing. It took me a long time to realize what exactly was happening, because how do you explain falling apart when everyone sees you as strong? But once I named it, it all made sense. I had what people call high-functioning social anxiety. A very fancy way of saying I'm fine, but I'm fighting invisible battles. I could lead meetings, I could be an host at an event, or I could do trainings for thousands of people at a time, and then crash afterwards, drained from holding myself together. It's exhausting to stay on all the time when the voice inside of your head keeps on telling you that you are not enough. Social anxiety is not just shyness. It's that constant fear of being judged, of saying the wrong thing, of being just too much or just not enough, of walking away from conversations and replaying it for hours together, of wanting to connect but being stuck in your head all the time, of being afraid of being a nuisance to the people that matter to you, of being unsure whether you are heard out of pity or out of choice. And we all suffer in silence, thinking that we are alone. But millions of it suffer from it, and many never speak about it. And that is why the talk needs to happen, not as a weakness, but as a part of being human. I remember being told that you are a therapist yourself. You need to understand all of this and be strong, get over it. You have to let it go. If only it was that easy. The turning point in my life came when, after years of struggling with it alone, I finally decided to ask for help. That's another thing in our society. We are taught that asking for help is a wrong thing. You're strong enough and you can work on it on your own. But therapy worked wonders for me, not just in managing the anxiety, but also gaining perspectives of why I was feeling certain things that I did. And managing it then became very easy. What worked for me the most was NLP. I recall very clearly that in a session, I saw myself as glass dust being spread on the ground. And I went ahead and built a beautiful vase out of it, keeping the cracks, but learning to accept the beauty that the cracked lines brought with them. And that just changed the way I saw myself. This technique of changing the metaphor in NLP has shown to help so many around me, not just in dealing with anxiety, but changing the way they saw themselves, building the self-esteem, and just dealing with all the fears in their life. One of the other techniques that I find very useful that I use even now is what I call mask on and mask off. Every time I have to step out of the house, be it for work, meeting friends, or just attending any event, I just put on a mask and slip into a role. It's still me, but the version of me that is confident, that is not so anxious and not afraid to show up. And I just get onto the stage. And the moment I'm back into my safe space, my home or around my people, the mask is off and I let myself breathe easily without the need to perform anymore. I'm learning to be confident without the mask on, and I know it's a process that will take a long time, but more and more I'm learning that underneath it all, I am enough. This technique again has shown to support and help many around me not to hide, but to navigate efficiently between the outer world and the inner chaos. Be it attending a meeting, presenting in front of thousands of people, or just meeting somebody new, this technique has helped many, and I hope it finds support for many others. And while all of this was happening, I found the courage to do my first ever photo shoot with a calendar as a model. Totally nervous, sweating, and unsure of what I'll do, but somehow I managed to go through it. And then came many more shoots and my first ever TEDx. I remember last time when I was on this stage, just backstage before the speaker, and I was breaking down. I was crying, ready to dash out of that door, saying that I can't do it. But somehow I came on the stage, delivered, of course with the mask on. And while I was building myself, finding that courage and holding myself together, the one thing that I'm truly grateful for are the few gems in my life, whom I call my people. They were the ones who supported me silently, listening to my ramblings late at night, working with me when I was anxious, cracking jokes to make me smile, and just being the listening ear and giving me that escape in social situations. These were the people who were my thorough cheerleaders when I couldn't be one for myself. They were the strength in my lowest of phases and the taskmasters when I wanted to give up. They are the ones who are helping me build my confidence one step at a time each day. So if you all out there know somebody who's suffering from social anxiety or anxiety in general, I request you all to be that person. Be that person whom they can be themselves with. Give them that space, that escape that they need. It could be as simple as grabbing a cup of coffee from the other room, or just a conversation between the two of you away from the crowd. Just being the listening ear, or just being the person they can be silent with in company. And if you cannot be the person, at least provide a space where they know that they won't be judged for bailing out last minute from any plans, or being disappearing on you for some time without informing. And all of you out there, if you are suffering from anxiety, any form of anxiety, and fearing to speak up, know that your voice matters, that you matter, and you're absolutely enough the way you are. It takes courage to speak up, and there are a lot of people who will say a lot of things around you, but know that in that chaos, in that mix, there will at least be one person who will see you for yourself and accept you the way you are. Don't be afraid to find your person. Embrace those connects instead of running away from them. The mind is a very beautiful way, and it has a way to deal with things. It thrives on what you feed it. So feed it the positivity, feed it the courage to step up, to step out of your comfort zone, and be who you truly want to be, possibly with a mask on. And the rest, as they say, will follow. Thank you.